All right. Sort of sorry for not posting a video because just wore out. But before we get into this, before we get into those three categories, which that's just something towards the end. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show you what I eat. Like I'm gonna give some positive. This is what I do with beets. B-E-E-T-S. Is I wrap them up like a potato. Depending on how, I think this was about an hour and a half on 350. And you don't want them real soft. You cook all the nutrients out of them. But those are soft enough to where I can cut it. But every day in slices, I try to eat a whole one of these. And then get this in, builds the iron in your blood. And then this is a mixture of, I'm wore out. I've worked literally 40 hours in 70. And had to be around a lot of fiberglass particles, wrapping fire insulation around an exhaust over a hood in a food industry chain, big one. But you know, my anatomy is not built for it's see, this is, and real quick, you can't see what's in the air. Okay? Now I'm not talking about what people think from the news. I'm talking about this technology of insulation and all this different shit. Cutting pipes, you know, plastic and all that. Okay, we can't see, and I'm gonna include myself, because I'm right there with them. You know, that little bit of time of me being, I was outside some on the roof getting back up and down, but when you're inside somewhere, and it's a new structure being built, it could be an existing one, but it's gutted and everything, they're, you know, ceiling's open. Eventually the grid's gonna come in. We're gonna run flex. We're gonna run, or some duct might be there if we've got to, cut some takeoffs, put some takeoffs on, whatever. But there's electricians, plumbers, you know, there's metal guys, sprinkler guys. There's all kinds of shit going on. And you know, what we deal with a lot too is busting out holes and shit, you know, inside of brick or block or whatever, and you're busting that shit, and you need to think, we can't see. Bam, I can now. See, they're not going to tell you, because see, all that shit, this is what's the truth is. If you took somebody and raised them real quick, and you raised them with the foods like this, before I tell you about this, and they were 100% on all levels health, true health. If they walked into an environment like that for literally a minute, they would literally be sick from the environment of the air, because they're used to the air. It's electric. But see, this is a world that I'm trying to show you that people are, hey, he's crazy. He's crazy. And it does, and that's, and see, it's like somebody in my family, long time ago, worked on cars, and the paint thinner is what got him, and had to get some stuff cut out, but they knew what was going to happen when they started selling that shit. You know what I mean? And then the only thing they had to do was that shit. It's real slavery. And now it's the same thing. And see, it's all structured at the top, to where the dumb shits down here that think they fucking learned some shit and went to some fake universities, have the fakest shit ever, they already know in time that our anatomies are, they'll be poisoned. And so they get to work their magic and their voodoo and shit, and then create fake terms around shit that's arsenic. basically. Did you know a cough? Yeah, COVID cough is the same cough you would get if you got poisoned with arsenic. You need to think about what I just fucking said. The same effects. Was that just a coincidence? It is, because Arimon justifies everything, but you know, that's how they do it. And they control all this. But you know, they already know in time, and then that's why the ones at the top, it's all controlled. And so they own the stars and the athletes, and then they get out there and promote, you know, well, I've got CANCER. Yeah, I gotta go through treatments, and that's how they've sold it. And the people can't even see. I mean, it's insane. It's like on the radio, all it is I've got a disease, I've got a disease, I've got a disease, I've got a disease, I've got it. And they can't see that they're getting walked in just like a fucking, here you go, come here. Come here, animal. Come here. Come on, we got Skechers. Y'all are already fucking pathetic, can't even bend over. Yeah, and now we got people, stars, pushing that. The whole concept of that is to get you to not bend over so your anatomy will tighten up more. And you'll create more man-made diseases. You got Peter Matic or whatever bed it is, it's not conforming to your comfort. That bed is conforming around your disfigured organs. Yeah. And truthfully, all that comfort you think you're getting is giving you a faster ticket to your death. And the springs in it, tied into the pills and everything you eat and drink, is running through your anatomy, and with the springs, with the cell towers and all that shit, you're a battery. You're being charged to be a dummy. He is crazy. Real quick, if you're for God, do you have more emotions come from your tablet than your Bible? Yes. I don't have to say anything else. Listen, little dude. Okay, I come back, and there's 2 fucking flies in here. And I was like, let's see, you find out things, and flies are very important. Okay, this is flaxseed, hemp seed, cilantro, thyme, whatever you want to say, quinoa seeds, mulled, chopped up, chia seeds. I'm trying to think. Oh, and some walnuts, chopped up walnuts. And what I do is if I'm not eating the egg whites in the morning, if I'm eating this with this, because I cut the beet up. It's all red. It's what you're made of. It's like, damn, man. I mean, I can see it now. I can see it as a battery. The Arimon see it. Ew, gross. That's not a drive-through. That's Arimon. You see what I mean? Arimonic intelligence. Yeah, that's AI. It's not artificial. It's Arimon. Arimon. You got to have the Arimonic intelligence to take care of the sick people, which is the machines that make your pills and all that other shit, because Arimon is that and represents dis-ease because the anatomy's not at ease. But when you mix this, and this is easy to cook, put it in some water, 10 minutes, it's done. Let it sit there. And then when you mix it with that, dude, it's like, it's so pretty when you start seeing the colors you're putting into your anatomy. Like purple cabbage, purple onion, red bell pepper. I get that in me every day. Spinach, green spinach, and the seeds within the bell pepper, and this, and that, and that. And that'll turn your pee looking weird. And to you, people die. You know, has that been tested? That's what they'll say about that. Yeah, the ones in the fake hospital industry. Has that been through the thing? And it's like, we eat the pill and all of it. Mix it with that. And then you got the leaves from the beets. You take them leaves and mix it in a smoothie. And real quick, they never push this. Ever. 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 Never on prime time in the mornings pushing this. It's always this. You don't understand. That's what causes all the break. These children have no water. They only teach them that shit. Nothing. And then this. You can get you some ice. Get you some alkaline water, because you're made of that if you're afraid to drink spring water. And you can take some of this, throw it in there, get the leaves. It's full of potassium phosphate, which is caliphos, which is the gray pia matter in your brain, which has to do with your colostrum. Come on, medical people, go get them. Your cloister, there's a cloister in the colostrum. Cloister represents closet because there's a secretion in there. It's a secret. And that's all that in there is vibrating on all the chemicals in there from your environment and from the TV and everything. That's Arimon in there. Everything that's against me sound crazy, that's Arimon in there. That secretion in there is shit. That's why we can't see eye to eye. From pineal to pineal. From scripture, pineal. Yeah. Right off the rip, the Bible tells you it's your anatomy too. People can't fucking see it. And when that fluid is corrupt, then nothing else is going to make sense. But how do you build that fluid? Well, through that. Real quick. Hell, we'll get to there in a minute. Okay, let me ask you a question. In order to build a house, because that is a house, cloister, claustrum, closet, the cerebrum, do they teach this is all just one? The computer, the memory, the RAM, cerebrum, that's where the invention comes from. Okay, so this right here is the attic brain. The cerebellum is the cellar brain. It's fucking easy. And then the claustrum, the cloister, is the closet. Because you keep special shit in your closet. You used to, remember? Back before all this stupid shit. Yeah, where's that? It's in my closet. Do you see what I mean, dude? We live out our anatomy. You don't understand what I'm telling you. You are living, literally, an anatomy. These interstates are nothing but representations of your anatomy. Those truckloads are delivering loads the same way that the cells, the organs, they all work together. Same way. They invented every fucking thing under the sun off of us. So in order to build that, you've got to have material for a house. Okay? And material goes into matter, which would be mother, which would be earth. In y'all's world, that's fast food. Let's go out to eat, man. You're crazy, Matt. I know. But in order to build that, you've got to do this kind of shit right here. No milk. If you do that, I'm with you. I started drinking because I was losing my mind. Like, dude, ain't nobody listening. The more you cut the world off, the more you'll become a clairvoyant. And that's nothing bad. That's just a simple term, and there's a lot of other terms. And what that means is the air's electric. Spirit, inspiration is the air. The Holy Spirit and the soul both are inside of you. There's two. Blood, for the life of the flesh is in the blood. It says it in Scripture. It's your soul. And what is this campaign against? Your soul, your mind, your spirit, and every fucking thing. So how do you destroy a house? They use chemicals to blow them up and bring them down. Just look, when something goes wrong, oh yeah, he's got to have surgery. What happened? Well, something got clogged up. Can you not see? Pour shit down these plastic pipes that they say plumbing, the shittiest way ever. And eventually it gets clogged up. And then what do you got to do? You got to call a specialist. Same thing there. And then what do? You got to call a specialist. We can show you. But what's in there is not fucking real. It's not of God. It's Arimon. But in order to build, you got to burn that off. You've got to get this in you. Even if you're afraid, I love you. Go get water. You know how many people I've had to help that tell me I hate water? That's what they say. And we have to get them to put lemon in it and shit. They're like, oh, I like this, which makes it more electric. And then you get people like in their family looking at my shit and they're like, yeah, my family won't let me talk to you no more. I'm like, you're fucking 70 years old. You can control the family. Well, yeah, he's crazy. And it's like, don't tell them where they are. But whatever she learned, it didn't come from me. It come from an army first, from God, and then through me, and there's no telling what happened. Because when you put up signs that reminds you, it's fucking crazy. It's like there's billboards everywhere. It tells you to go eat shit food and go be a dummy. So why not put up your own fucking billboards in your house everywhere and tell your family, fuck off, I'm getting better. When you see that every day, you change. When you don't apply your fucking self and build that material. See, this in here has got to be running for you to see that shit, to motivate you. That in there's got to stay shit so you stay in the shit mindset, this Ahrimanic mindset. I just can't believe that so many people are so fucking ignorant. And how the impulse is, it's all about an impulse. It's all about currency. Damn you. Don't you move. I'm sorry, buddy, but you gotta go. So, are those impulses? Yes. Would that be an impulse? Yes. What fucking impulse do you think's the only way to go? That one. See, if you can ever get, and this is just a hypothetical, you got your shit. That's what really works for me. And then some more, I'd have to do a whole video. Just like this. This has to become habit the same way that you become shit in your habits. And it's okay. That's what I'm saying. You got to fucking put a sign up everywhere that says drink water, drink water. And you got to overload your brain the same way it's overloaded from the environment. See, we can counter anything that these fuckers are doing. Anything, but they already know what they're dealing with. And we are too in a sense, but Jesus, in three days, you have no idea what has been revealed to me. And it's like, I don't even going to talk about it, but I will eventually. But impulse. What does TV create? You watch a movie and it motivates you. You watch these motivational speakers and nobody gets fucking motivated. They just go, you gotta get it down, man. You gotta get it down in your heart and give it all you got and never stop. Fuck you. You gotta build that shit first before you can believe any of the bullshit you say. You don't get to go, listen, we chase those supplement companies and they're not real. None of the supplements are. They don't even they're not real at all. Nothing is. It's all matchstick men. Your environment is that fucking movie with Nicolas Cage. If you haven't seen it, please watch it. Listen, he thinks he's got to take meds and they're fucking. But the impulse has to coincide with the blood and the fluids that you made of. And it ain't. Real quick. We're going to talk about this just for a second. Oh, we got plenty of time. How many of y'all have done good for so long? You're doing well. It's just like the lady I was talking about earlier. She would go to tea, whatever. They have money in Louisiana. Somehow she's seen one of my videos, and they would go to tea parties and shit. And these old ladies, 70, 80, would be eating all these cakes and shit. And some of them skinny because of genetics. You know, hell, fuck, what's wrong with you? Just keep eating them and never gain anything. And I told her, and I said, start putting what they're giving you in your purse very discreetly and go to the bathroom and slowly break it down and flush it. And come out doing this, or something. I said, be creative. And man, she started getting better, and then the water with the lemon started getting better. And then, he's fucking crazy. And see, the Ahrimanic spirit within her was so strong that she... Now, I can't say that she didn't give up. I mean, but they're telling her, take all those down. That's Ahriman. take those down. You're better than that. You need to go get help. That's fucking Ahriman. Do you not understand? No, you don't. Crack. Dude, that's an impulse, though. But she said, though, real quick, the impulse, what I was getting to. You can only, until you really conquer what's killing you, I mean, if you've got solid, but anyways, she was doing good, and then she relapsed on some some kind of cakes, I can't remember, but she ate 2 fucking boxes. And she was like, yeah, I ate 2 boxes. And I said, but do you see that monster in you? I said, when we look at alcohol, we're doing this pride thing, we're doing this odd, but that monster's fucking going crazy in us. We're dry as hell, day to day, week, month, and then here comes that opening. And then when that opening comes up, that relapse, that one beer turns into fucking blackout city. Well, she blacked out with the snacks. My boy Jerome, I'll never forget this. This man was very fucking stern. People didn't like him. But it's the same with me. Black guy, strong fucking will. Strong will. And he wasn't afraid to talk about crack. You know, and he was talking about this. He said a $5 pebble. He hit a $5 pebble for $5. And that impulse literally drove his brain to the this wasn't no $500 cookie. I've smoked, yeah, $5. Just like with me, if you've listened to my older shit, $5 hit. That little hit, just impulse just went BAM. He said I look like a madman on there looking for crumbs, like an insane person. $5 fucking dollars. $5 snacks, 2 boxes. $5, well 10, but 2 6-packs of 16-ounce natural ice in 10 minutes, like bam, bam. After a 3-day layoff with nothing to eat really, just dehydrated. So when you throw that back in there, because I blacked out too. Now, these are all in hiding. This is not really, it's not pushed. It's put, we all know everything. Look, that's inserted into society. That's inserted into society. That's inserted into society. And what the fuck do all of them have in common around them? Yeah, and this is what it is. When a child grows up, that impulse of them coming in and burning plants, going, don't you smoke marijuana! Don't you smoke marijuana! Don't you smoke marijuana! That's like, holy shit, like, that's like fucking crazy Nazi shit. And when they come in and go, hey, you're in 3rd grade, we're gonna sell chocolate. Oh God, that impulse starts in 3rd grade. Instead of looking up and knowing that impulse and looking within. You see, materialistic Ahriman made everything exterior. You see what I mean? 90% of our existence comes through our eyes. The impulse that you don't know shit about. And everybody, this Ahrimanic spirit is this every fucking night. Even my black friends. They ain't nobody fucking playing ball like they used to. We used to go downtown and play. We was the only, me and Joe was the only white dudes. We said, fuck it, if we're going to get better, we're going to go down there. And plus we played, so we had plenty of friends. Got in some fights and shit. You know, but it's fuck it. It's like this. It's this, they pick areas. It's like with this shit. Why is it cheaper in certain areas? It's on purpose. And why is that? Because they make it that fucking way. Because of that, we've done plenty of videos, man. I was going to get to another point, but I don't know. Anyways, look. This is what this will be labeled as. In another country right now, it is. You know, we can't do much more. But when children grow up in that impulse of to make money, it stays in there as they grow. The imagination grows. And they're seeing bigger houses and all that in these stores and everything. And it's like, real quick, let's just look at Porsche. Just say that. It's a foreign company. Well, who's benefiting from them being here? America and them. That's it. Well, you gonna tell me there's careers? Okay, let's look at America. So America's gonna allow another brand, which they will because it's their brother, into a land. Okay? They're gonna offer careers as an illusion. Give them big benefits and all that other shit while the company's making jack in America while there's still poverty, homelessness, and every fucking thing else. That's fucking crazy. You don't understand what I just told you. Here, come on in here. Yeah, come on. Come on. Come on. In Batman, they tell you fear and hope is how you control people. And then hope is nothing, just, it's fucking disgusting what they've done. It's all about the impulse. It's all about the impulse. I love you. I'm tired of shit.